You have probably seen the commercials with lawyers ready to fight for you. Bud's here with us today. He says an aggressive lawyer, an aggressive attorney may not always be the best fit. So he's going to tell us just what a lawyer should be, what mood they should be in. I've seen the commercials too. I mean, this is just like, oh, we're gonna fight for you. It's like they're going to tear their head off, but that may not always be the right guy to have.
Right, Joe, and if you really think about it, everybody knows that. We learned very early in life, when we were children, that sometimes being angry and aggressive is the best way to kind of get what you want, and sometimes being nice is the best way to get what you want, and sometimes being devious is the best way to get what you want, and sometimes being charming, and and we know that in real life, that it takes a variety of approaches. But somehow we have this myth out there in the culture that what you want when you go to court is the most aggressive attorney. What you really want is the attorney that can be the most aggressive attorney when that's appropriate and that will advance your interests, can be Mr. Charming otherwise, can be the smartest person in the room if it takes that. Can be maybe acting a little bit dumb. Oh, Your Honor, I didn't know that, if it's going to advance your interest, because it's the client's interest that is the most important.
All right, so finding an attorney that knows the difference between when to do which one, I would imagine, is a pretty big key.
Yes, Joe. I mean, you can imagine how complicated this all is. As I said before, doing family law properly is kind of like playing 5 different chess games all at the same time on 5 different levels, or if you can imagine being in a swivel chair and playing 4 different poker games simultaneously. That's kind of what it is, because you need to know what the thinking is, the thought processes and the motivations and the emotions of the opposing party is, of the judge is, of the opposing counsel is, and of your own client. And that's all on top of knowing how the court system works and knowing the law. You have to know the law. You have to know it pat. You have to really know the law well. But with family law, that's just a starting point, because you have all of these emotions involved in the chess game.
So you know when to be that aggressive attorney. So when you are, I mean, how mean do you get? I mean, not mean in a sense of being mean, but how aggressive, how strong,
well,
how much of a pit bull are you going to be?
Yeah, it amuses me when I hear feedback from, usually even the estranged spouses talk to one another to a certain extent, and I hear back that the other person's estranged spouse says, oh my Lord, that guy Kluick just cut out my heart. And, it kind of amuses me from time to time.
Oh, it does. That makes you laugh, doesn't it?
Because I will reach in, open opposing counsel's chest with my bare hands and take out their still beating heart and take a bite out of it, if it advances my client's interest. On the other hand, I can be super nice, super calm, and Mr. Charming if it advances my client's interest. We have a fiduciary duty and an ethical duty to advance our interests. It's not our interest, it's the client's interest, Joe. It's not the court system's interest.
So your mood with, say, television talk show hosts is very calm.
That's right.
Let's say today.
And charming, I hope.
Right. And charming, I hope so too. Well, if you want the pit bull, here's where I go. Pitbull Bud. You can find him right there on University Avenue, or call that number, okay, when you need him. That may be today. For more information, go to San Diego 6.com, of course. And Reuben is right near Seaport Village.